Hi, welcome to Swishing Mindsets. This is Anuradha. Today I'm speaking to Raenell Dawn, also known as the Leap Day Lady. In 1988, she founded the Honor Society of Leap Year Day Babies, which has now evolved into a Facebook group with members from around the world. So, Raenell has joined us from Oregon, USA. So, hi, Raenell.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for doing this.
Yes. So, we're recording this earlier, but I'm wishing you in advance on our leap year birthday. So,
Excellent. It's so cool to be interviewed by another Leap Day baby, someone who
yes.
gets it.
Yes, absolutely. The same thing for me, really. Very few people get it.
Yeah,
So I'm turning
yeah.
13 and finally a teenager, and you're turning sweet 16 all over again, right?
Yes, I am. This time it's a lot easier. Welcome to your teenage years again. It's
Yeah, yeah,
easier
yeah.
this time, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. Minus all the angst of,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes. I get
yeah.
to go on dates.
Yes, you can start going on dates again. You can start all over again.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So how sweet 16 do you feel, Reynal?
I feel quite 64.
Okay.
I don't feel 16. That would be cool. I could do cartwheels back then. Oh, it's a 64 feeling, but I love it. And I love telling people when they ask for my birthday, I tell them I'm 16. Or when we're playing games and it says the youngest person gets
Hmm.
to go first, like, well,
Yeah,
that'd be me.
exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, like I was telling you, my nephew is very excited. I'm turning 13 because he's 11. My nieces at this point are older than me now. And he's just
Yes.
waiting for the time when he is older than me. So, he keeps that calculation going. Yeah.
That's wonderful. We mentored
Yeah.
some kids, and the girls were like our daughter, and
Hmm.
her son ended up being like our grandson. It was pretty cool. So with Emily, we were nine together. The year she
Hmm.
turned nine was the same year I turned nine. And when her son turned 15, I was already 15 and a half, but I was still 15. And so we were 15
Yeah, yeah,
together.
yeah.
So that was pretty cool. That was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Even I count my thing in quarters. Like if somebody asks me, because I think around me people enjoy it a lot more. So they're like, oh, how
Yeah.
old are you now? So I'm like, okay, I'm like, 12 and a quarter, 12 and three quarters. So
Yes.
like that,
Do
yeah.
the same thing. And there are
Yeah.
some birthday cards out there like that too.
Oh, there are?
Turning
Okay.
one and a
Hmm.
quarter. I've seen it, they're rare,
Yeah.
but like us, they're out there.
Hmm. I know. So
Yeah.
the Facebook group is great. I keep seeing, they have members from around the world, and some of them have never met another, Leap Day person. So it's very interesting. Tell me about the Honor Society. Like, how did you come up with it in 1988? What has it evolved into? How many members did you start with? How many do you have now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty darn exciting. Okay, so in 1988, I I went on a few radio stations in Los Angeles and invited Leap Day babies to come to my birthday party. We'll have it a us birthday party. And some four Leap Day babies showed up, but I got 21 members out of the whole thing. And it's pretty cool. There's still one member who's been with me from the beginning in 1988, Sean Sullivan in Montana. And it's pretty awesome. And there's a lot of people have been in the club for years and years too, but having one original one still yet is pretty cool. So I wanted to find other people that were born on the same day as me. Do they get the same questions that I do? Do they feel the same way I do? Did they have the same experiences that I did? Because mine were very unique from everybody else that I knew. I didn't know anybody else born on Leap Day. So there was no one who could relate. They just didn't get it. So, and even, well, I'll stick to the point here. Um, the club, when I decided to do the club and have meet other people that have the same experiences as I do, I didn't get to know them as well as I was able to once we got online because it was all done manually. I went to the library to go get the information about leap year. I put packets together, stapled them together, mailed them in these big manila envelopes to each Leap Day baby who joined me because they answered my newspaper ad. Sometimes I would just place an ad in a Cincinnati paper, an LA paper, just wherever that I could afford, and just to find others. We're hard to find. We're one in 1,461, and it's not easy to find another Leap Day baby. And so Once we got online in 1997, oh man, it kicked off. I had 68 members by the time 1997 came around. So what happened though is I merged with Peter Brower. He had started a birthday club. I think I was his 32nd member, and he was my 68th member. We were each other's last member because we realized quickly we could merge and become a pretty decent club. He's the tech guy. I'm the front man. We were a great team. He was in Vancouver, Canada. I live in Oregon, and we've only met once. And but we accomplished a lot. He has since retired, and I'm keeping this going. So once we got online and I was able to connect with other Leap Day babies so quickly and from so many places on this beautiful planet, it became clear to me that there's more going on here. There are issues that need to be addressed. We're not fixing the world, we're not curing any ills, we're just righting some wrongs, is what we need to do. And because there are Leap Day babies who have uh, incorrect birth certificates because the doctor or the parents suggested strongly that they put the 28th or the 1st. You don't want your poor baby growing up to not get a birthday. They were, their heart was in the right place. Their brains did not have the information that required them to be okay with their baby, a baby being born on February 29, knowing they will get a birthday annually. Of course, we get birthdays. We celebrate however we want, like everybody else does, or not. But when it's on the calendar, that's a different story. People have said to me, I celebrate my birthday on the weekend after my birthday or before my birthday. What's the big deal? And I tell them that's because you have that option. I don't. So that's where they don't get it. I don't want to celebrate my birthday on the weekend in a leap year because I always do in the off years. It's going to be on the 29th. I want to
Absolutely.
celebrate it on the 29th. What a concept. Celebrating your birthday on your birth date. How
Absolutely. This
fun.
time, it's on a Thursday for me, and people are like, do it on a
Yeah,
weekend. I'm like, no, not this year. This year, it has to be on that day. Start at midnight,
that's right.
end the next midnight, but no other day. Yeah.
See? Exactly. Yeah. No 28th and no March 1st, the 29th. Yeah.
Not
If
at
it's a
all. Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, it doesn't matter what day of the week it's on.
Doesn't
If
matter.
it's
Yeah.
on the calendar, that's the day we're partying.
That's the day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, how many members do you have now, Reena? Do you know?
Well, not exactly, because we stopped being a membership club with membership cards. You have your number and you get a certificate and things in 2012, 2016, because social media had taken off so wonderfully that that provided what we were trying to provide for other people born on February 29, a way to connect. And there are so many options now of connecting to anyone around the world. They don't, we really don't need the birthday club. So there are people who still want it. Uh, but one of the other reasons is that we don't know how to do that in the format and the platform that we're using now, Wix. Our site is on Wix. And it seemed at that same time we were transitioning from a birthday club to social media, we changed platforms of our website, and none of us can figure out how to set up the membership aspect of the club with Wix. And I've asked for help and I've posted for help and never got any help. And I did that for a few leap years. So I figured, we're not supposed to have a club. Social media is taking care of all that anyway. So what our site has become is the information. If you want to know anything about Leap Year Day, go to leapyearday.com. Simple as that. And there's a list of information about leap year that people have no idea about. I certainly didn't, and I was probably just as surprised as the next guy to realize the different things that happened regarding leap day. So getting online and finding these people who were experiencing the birth certificate issue, I started contacting hospitals and posting in hospitals to not do that. And we have a parents page on our site that you don't need to do that. That We're born on the most important date on the calendar, not the most important day, the most important date, because it's the date that keeps all the dates in line with the seasons. That's pretty important. And I think it's pretty worthy of ink, too. On February 2nd in the United States, the Groundhog Day gets ink on February 2nd. But on February 29th, blank, nothing. We go 3 years with 28 days in February, and then all of a sudden there's this 29th day, and it has a name even, leap year day. And calendar companies don't put that. And it's a day that celebrates the calendar. For 36 years, I've tried to help them understand this is about you. Put it in ink. Leap year day. It's not about them, but it's why the calendar is as perfect as it is. Not perfect, but as perfect as it is. So that's one of the issues that we want to take care of. I can't take care of that. We're trying to get the attention of the calendar companies because when I write them or email them or even call, it's I feel like I'm treated like, what's the big deal? Someone has actually said that to me too. What's the big deal? And there's even a calendar publishing company by Leap Year Publishing that doesn't recognize Leap Day. So, and it's not their fault. They weren't educated about it. When my second grade, third grade teacher asked us in 1968 on, I think it was a Monday, I had to do the research, February 29, if anybody knew anybody born on February 29, I rose my hand and told her I was. She stood there in front of the class and said, "Oh, you poor child."
And
I
you must have
just
been
sunk.
excited, no?
I was excited, and then I sunk. I couldn't believe it. And then the very next recess is when all the teasing started. You don't get a birthday. You don't get a birthday. And they wouldn't let me play with them because I was only 2. That didn't last long, but still, it wasn't fun to go through. I mean, they truly did not let me play with them because I was only 2. So it's like stupid birthday, you know. And
Yeah.
I didn't get why my birthday wasn't on the calendar. It didn't make sense to me for a long time. I need to take a drink. Talking drives me out. Do you
Yeah,
find that
yeah.
being a podcast person? Yeah.
I'm
So,
listening. I'm doing most of the listening, so it's easier for me.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
good. Now, where was I? Um, hmm, where was I?
Yeah, you
Talking
weren't allowed to
about,
play because they thought you
oh,
were
that's
2
right.
and not 8.
So,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So, my parents tried to help me understand why my birthday wasn't on the calendar, but it was difficult because I'm the oldest of 5 children, but the first 3 of us were all born in February. My youngest sister, February 6th, the middle sister, February 25th. That made sense. She's in the middle. But mine was last. And then it wasn't even on the calendar. What's up with that? I'm the oldest. Because being the oldest, I was taught, you have a sister now, you have another sister now, and you're special, you're a big sister, and all that kind of stuff. Well, when I would ask them about my birthday, again, it was, oh, it's because you're special. Oh my gosh, I'm so special. Why? There's got to be a reason why. And so, they would try to explain it, but it's difficult for an 8, 9, and 10-year-old to get certain things because they haven't learned the other things in life, math and science, that requires that connection to, oh, I get it. For me, I was around 12 where it's like, okay, that makes sense. The rotation around the sun and the way we spin and the axes and the seasons, once you understand all that, it makes perfect sense. And I think it's pretty awesome that we were born on a day that represents balance, that represents harmony, that is a pretty cool day. And it doesn't have anything to do with a religion, a culture. Um, it doesn't have to do anything. It's just a day, an extra day to make sure that we humans can plant and harvest the same time every year to expect the foods that we need. And so these are things we don't have to think about. It's 2024. We don't need to, most of the planet anyway, unfortunately, it doesn't have to worry about food and shelter and water and things like that. Um, so this is important information that doesn't mean anything to a lot of people. And I understand that because we don't need to think about it. It works. What's the
No,
big
but it
deal?
means a lot. I mean, this is something that maybe
Exactly.
I've never articulated, but now that you say it, because nobody would understand, right? Because when I look for that date every year on my birthday, but it's just missing from the calendar. And if there is
Yeah.
a date, that year, it should be in caps or something, that leap year day or something like that. And I see you putting on Facebook as well that some publication mentioned leap day baby in L, D, and B caps, and they got it right,
Yes.
no?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And even I just saw one today where they were spelling leap year in lowercase, but when they were talking about leap day or a leap day baby, leap day had capital letters. So that's awesome. But
Yeah,
on the
so nice.
calendar, it needs to say leap year day or leap day. I saw one calendar, one leap year, it said leap year. Okay, that's a start. The whole year is a leap year because of leap year day. So it should say leap year day or leap day. And so we're just trying to help the world understand what this extra day is and why. It's been happening since 46 BC, over 2,000 years ago. I think it's time we get it, celebrate it, and recognize it for what it is. Leap day, it's an extra day. And I also tell people it's not just our birthday. I don't want it to say Raenell Dawn Day. I want it to say leap year day. And it's everybody's extra day. Do something good with it, even if it's for yourself. You know, take the day off, go to a spa, take yourself to dinner, go to a movie, help somebody, go to someone's house, do whatever. It's an extra day. So I want it to be recognized as the extra day that it is. It doesn't have to be a holiday. It's not a holy day, but yet the importance level of it, I think, um, if Groundhog can be put in ink on February 2nd, Leap Day can be put in ink on February 29th. So writing to the calendar companies hasn't had any effect. So we need to talk about it and get their attention by hearing us talking about it. So that's why I love doing these interviews, as many as possible, wherever from. So thank you.
No, no, thank you. You're doing this for all of us. Because I see
Oh,
the
yes, I
members.
am.
Yeah, you are. And I see people writing, and I realize, oh, I have the same problem because whenever you have to put your date on a form or you have to fill it up, there's no 29th. So
Exactly.
anywhere.
Yeah. And well, you know what? I didn't answer how many. So when we stopped having the membership, there were about 12,000 to 15,000 members. Um, I say 12,000 to 15 because uh, we think that by that time we had members from 1896. She was 103 down in New Zealand, something like that, in a home for people with dementia. I contacted the home to see if I could talk with her, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry." No. So that was kind of a bummer, but uh, people that have passed away, the 1904 people, the 1908 people we had, because we were only 1997. So we had all these old Leap Day babies, and they're probably gone by that time. So we think 15, what, to 15,000. So now on Facebook, there's about 5,000, there's over 5,000 on the Facebook main page and about 4,400 on a private group page. And some of them are from the club, from the actual membership club, and they've mentioned, "Are you going to get the club back?" No, this is it right here. So it's kind of a bummer we don't have all those thousands of Leap Day babies. They don't want to be on Facebook or they don't want to be on social media, and it's totally understandable. So, but we're here if they know where they can go if they want to find somebody born the same day as them. You
Yeah,
know,
I would love to
um,
get a club membership card and a badge. That would be so nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how fun. Yeah. Well, on the group
Yeah.
page, we let people print out the certificate that we used to mail to people. that you're a member of the Honor Society of Leap Day Babies forever. There's no expiration. But it got expensive because I'm the only one doing this. So making all the membership cards as we grew, I couldn't do it anymore. So everything had to be online, and I wasn't getting enough financial assistance to really make a difference and be able to do the things that I wanted to do, like print out whatever, mail people stuff. So it's turned out it's like this. It's working out fine. And I recommend people too, if you want to start a membership club, do it. Or if you want to figure out how to do it on Wix, come help me on the site. I'm not going to last forever. I'm going to be 64 years old in 20 something days. I'm going to be 64 today. I'm 64. What am I
16,
saying?
16, 16, not 64.
I'm 16. Yes.
Long way to go.
But someone's going to have to take over when I'm gone.
Yeah.
I think about that. Maybe it'll just, die down. That's fine too, because there are other groups. There's a few other groups that have 1,000, 3,000, 4,000 members and stuff in their Facebook group, which is awesome. There for a while, we were the only ones, and I'll admit that I was pretty excited about that. Yes, I've got the Leap Day Baby Army. Uh, and then as things were being added, like other clubs and other stores, I thought, how wonderful is this? I'm not the only one anymore. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but I don't want to be the only one. I want to have more variety than just me. That would be boring. So it's really cool to see all the different stores. I posted on our Facebook page today a list of links to Etsy stores and Zazzle and different print-on-demand stores that are Leap Day Baby stores. But there's Amazon and other places where if you just search the words February 29 Leap Year Day, you will find so many things,
Yeah, I
at
saw
least in the
that. Yeah.
United
Yeah.
States.
And what is it
Yeah.
with the frog? I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, because frogs leap. That I didn't know it either. Somebody started that. I'm just a part of it now. But it's
People are
because
getting
any
tattoos
animal,
done with frogs and things, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
frogs leap.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never thought of that
But
before.
bunnies leap. In Australia, kangaroos leap. There's lots of different leaping lizards. I do like a good lizard, not to eat, but I do like lizards. I like dinosaurs and dragons too. Anyway, I like reptiles. Uh, there's um there's one place that uses a bunny. There's a group that's using a bunny as their logo, and a lot of people don't like the frogs. What's with all the frogs? I think it's
I'm
funny.
okay. It's a nice idea. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Even some of the uh, a grandmother who does artwork. Can you see that sign behind me? Can you read that sign?
I can, yeah. I can see. Hmm.
Yeah, you can read what it says.
No, I
It's
can't
been a
read
long
it.
time.
Huh, I can't. Mom,
Oh,
it's huh?
it says, man, it's been a long time. And it's a frog riding on a lily pad. Man, it's been a long time. It's our birthday now. And the shirt that the frog is wearing, it's representing me, the artist said.
Oh,
The frog is wearing a shirt that says "Born to Leap," and there's a cup.
yes, it makes a lot of sense
There's a
now.
cup of yes, yes, and the cup says "Leap Happens." That's one of the stickers that we sell. So she did the
Yeah,
art, and it ended up being with frogs, but other people were doing frogs too. So I figured,
why not?
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, they're good, they're fine. I'm all right with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
everybody likes reptiles though, so they don't want the frogs. So on my store, I have a page. There's no frogs on these designs, so people
Yeah.
know.
People have a lot of questions. I mean, maybe you can tell me about some others, but I see, people with the babies and toddlers, and they're wondering, how to talk to them about their leap year birthdays. They wanted books and, other people giving advice on how it was for them and their kids. It's very interesting. So, what are the questions that you get?
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Uh, I've been getting letters from parents for years, decades, and most of the time they're usually freaked out. What do I do? I've got a leap day baby. And so we have on our website, we have a parents page, a kids page, and a teachers page so that the parents can understand their child's leapness. what it's about, what they're going to experience, and I encourage them to learn as much about it as they can. That'll help them to be able to explain it to their child. My parents were clueless. It's because of the rotation. It's because you're special. I'm sorry. It's all I know. You know, they couldn't explain it to me that made sense, and because they weren't educated either. So there's all this wonderful information out there now that will help them, and we have specific pages for that. The kids page is fun information about leap day and leap year and about them. The parents and teachers page helps them know what to call them. What do I call my kid? um, when will they be of legal age? How do I celebrate them? What do I do? And so, and these are legitimate questions. I'm so glad that they're asking. Right on. There are parents who don't care. So the ones that do, we're there for them. And parents have wrote to me that the page was very helpful. They wrote to me that they disagreed with some things, that they've agreed wonderfully with things. I've gotten such a variety of information. And I remind them on that page, these are my experiences and opinions. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a teacher. I'm not even a mom. I have no children by choice. We mentor children. But I am a leap day baby. I've been a child. And so um, I think that's enough to explain to them or to put out there. Here's some information for you to think about. You don't have to use it. Use what you want of it, whatever. But I I just feel compelled to put the information out there so that others can know and others can understand. I know what it feels like to not be understood, to be made fun of, that kind of stuff. And it will help the children understand their own leapness. You know, having it, if they learned what the day was about, they would understand. Like when a child is born on Christmas Day, everybody knows what that's about. And I can understand not wanting to be born on Christmas Day. I get it. But at least your birthday's on the calendar, you know?
True, true. Yeah.
That's one of our sayings. We have t-shirts and cups. Don't complain to me about your birthday landing near a holiday. At least yours is on the calendar.
True, very true. So,
Yeah.
tell me, one question is that I get asked this every year. When do you celebrate? The 28th of February or the 1st of March? And for me,
Yeah.
it's, not on the 28th because my birthday hasn't come yet, so it has to be 1st of March. But I read that with you, you're like, it's the last day of February, so it has to be 28th February. So it's very interesting, right? Yeah.
Yes. And I'm always surprised when people want to celebrate in March, but I get it. We weren't born yet on the 28th, but we were born on the last day of February. And in February, the first is March. So I don't want to be born in March. And I think, when I was a kid, my grandmother was born on March 1st, and she always had really big parties. I did not. So I thought that was very unfair.
That's so sad. She
I
didn't share it with
I
you?
know, huh? Well, we lived with her,
Yeah.
so I had this, little, cake with the family, whatever. But she had a birthday party, whatever. I don't know that that's why I don't want to have March 1st. But at the same time, when people ask me, when do you celebrate, February 28th or March 1st? I tell them both because I can. I was born the last day of February, so I can celebrate then. But I was born the day after the 28th, so I can celebrate on the March 1st if I want.
Yeah.
And usually I feel the birthday party on the 28th, but I don't feel my next age until March 1st. So I get why people want to do March 1st, but I'm a strict Februarian. Say that 5 times.
Yeah. But I also get wished both days, February 28th and the 1st. I get calls all day long, both days. And then, some
Oh,
people,
yes,
yeah, some people call later and they say we forgot. I'm like, it's okay, it doesn't matter.
exactly.
Wish anytime. you know.
Exactly.
But at midnight, of 28th, for a brief moment, you feel, okay, that was my birthday, you know. And I saw that
There's a
other
guy I
people
know.
also, yeah, that just that midnight hour, the 28th, you feel, oh, okay, just, yeah.
Yes, there's a Leap Day baby in Australia who wrote and said he jumps up at midnight, and by the time he lands, his birthday's over.
Yeah, something like that. So it's
That's
nice
a
to
quick
see that,
party.
other people also think that way. So that's the,
Yes, isn't
yeah,
it? They get it. They
yeah, yeah,
understand. They
yeah,
don't think we're crazy or weird.
yeah, really.
They get it.
They get that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. What other questions do you get, like, from people? I saw one today, but very interesting that, if it's, I mean, people getting militant, it's very funny, that if it's a C-section baby and you've planned it on the 29th, then it's not your real birthday.
I saw
I
that.
mean, come on.
Yes. Well, they're not thinking. They posted before they were thinking straight because
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
baby, the leap day baby, doesn't have a choice. It's the parent who's making that choice to have a leap day baby.
Yeah.
We're not going to treat the leap day baby as not a real leap day
And it's not a
baby.
prize, it's to be born on the February on 29th of February. Yeah.
That, oh, yeah. Did you read the remarks that we put, me and Sherry?
Yeah, I
Sherry
saw
had
I
a good
saw
thing to
some.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want him just to delete that whole post.
No, it's okay. It's
Why
fun.
even?
It's fun because there may
Is
be
it?
others with the same question. So,
Well, that's true. I kind of hope not. Think about it. The baby doesn't have a choice. I have had parents, though, contact me and say, "We're having a C-section on the 29th. Will you still accept my baby?" Of course we will. She said when they were planning out the C-section, it ended up on the 29th. And then there are those who planned it. If it's going to be March 1st or February 28th, they said, well, what if we just do the 29th? Wouldn't that be fun to have a leap day baby? Okay, so they're the ones that decided that, but the baby didn't. So whoever's born on, in fact, whatever's born on February 29th, well, maybe not what, because we also have a leap day baby pets page. And so far we only have
oh,
dogs
how sweet.
that were
Uh,
born on leap day. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have a dog born on leap day.
yeah.
So fun. Yeah.
Really. No, and if you're born on that, then it's honor society, right? That's the name of the club. So if you consider
Yeah.
it an honor to have your baby born on the 29th, I mean, then they should be welcome, right?
Even if they weren't,
Even
they're
if they want,
welcome.
I
If
mean, the
you're
day you're
born
born
on
is your
for,
birthday. Yeah.
yes, yes. No matter who decided that,
Yeah.
God, the doctor, the parents, whatever. If you come out of the womb on the 29th, you're a leap day baby.
Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe the
Yes.
kid would have something to say to the parents later on in life, but we certainly
What
can't.
is that for? How funny. Well, I've had kids contact me. One 12-year-old boy contacted me angry. Why do you have a birthday club for people born on February 29? It's the stupidest birthday ever. I hate my birthday. Oh, the poor
How
kid.
sad.
A 53-year-old woman contacted me too, have contacted me and said they wept when they found our website because they had never met anybody else born on their birthday and they're in their 50s and 60s. And just that just moves me. I'm really glad that we're here for them then. It's the little things in life that add up to make our life the wonder that it is. And this is a small thing to many people, but to some of us born on this day, I am proud and happy to provide this platform, if you will, for them and to meet them and to hear their stories. Everything happens for a reason, I believe. And there was a reason I was born on Leap Day. And there was a reason for me to do this. I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, when you get that about yourself in whatever area. And I love it. I love being the Leap Day lady and helping people understand and to celebrate it and stuff. And it would be really cool for everybody to recognize Leap Day as their extra day too. Do you know about the leap year capital of the world?
No. What is that?
They're in Anthony, Texas. They're the leap year capital of the world. Marianne Brown, who has since passed, she was a 1932 leap day baby, and she started this worldwide leap year birthday club in the leap year capital of the world, Anthony, Texas, New Mexico, back when it was a border town of Texas and New Mexico. So Anthony had was in two states. She got both governors to proclaim Anthony the leap year capital of the world. She thought it'd be a great idea as a way to bring in revenue for their small tumbleweed town. Well, at least it was back then, pretty much. It was a pretty small place, and it's grown a lot. It's gone through changes. I'll get to my point. They are now flowing in the right direction again, and they're having a leap year festival, March 1st and 2nd, which kind of sounds crazy. What about the 29th? It's a leap year festival.
They forgot.
Well,
Huh.
what I promote though, they're doing exactly what I want them to do. They're celebrating leap year by having a leap year festival. And anybody can have a leap year festival any time of the leap year. They
So
don't have to have
they
it
do
on
this
leap
every
year
year?
day.
They do this every year?
Every 4 years. Every 4 years.
Oh,
It
then
used
they
to have
should.
a parade.
Oh, okay.
It used to be a parade and all the
Huh.
city was involved and it was so cool.
Mm.
But on a very small scale. So now the city, but they're still doing something for February 29th. The Leap Year Capital of the World is having a special dinner at uh, a restaurant just for Leap Day babies and one guest. The one guest has to pay. The Leap Day baby gets the meal free. I'm not sure there's going to be music and food. I'm not sure what else they're going to have, but but that's free for the Leap Day baby and one guest.
Where is
That's
this?
on the 20,
This one?
that's in Anthony, Texas. That's the same
Okay,
one. That's
Anthony.
Anthony,
Okay,
Texas. Yeah, the leap year capital of the world.
okay.
Thursday, the festival starts on Thursday, but not really because the Thursday part of the festival is where Leap Day babies only are at this restaurant and their guest. It's not open to the public. The public part of the festival starts is March 1st and 2nd over Friday and Saturday. They've got bands and things and stuff going on. So, you can have a leap year ball in June. You can have a leap year party in September. It's the whole year is a leap year.
Yeah.
So, and there used to be that on our site. We have the different information about how back in the Victorian times, especially, they used to have leap day balls, leap year balls on leap day or just any other part of the year. We've got pictures of invitations on our site. It's from, June, October, December, whenever the leap year ball. It's where women ask the men to dance, or you ask your
Right,
man
right. And
to
it's
go to the
tradition
ball
where
with
the
you.
women can
Yeah,
propose to men, right? On leap year. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. And some of these Victorian parties were pretty elegant. They look amazing. And in the early 1900s, leap year was recognized a lot more than it is today. Between 1896 and 1916, there are over 700 postcards, individual designed postcards, over 700. But some of them have artists of the time had different collections, a whole series of postcards, all related to leap year, mainly about the romantic aspect of women asking men even somewhere, run, gentlemen, it's a leap year. Don't let them catch you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And some are really beautiful, some are corny, some are uh and there are some that are just really cool and really beautiful. So it was recognized like that. And also on the calendars back then, it would say first year after leap year, 1921, first year after leap year, 22, second year after leap year, 23, third year after leap year, 1924, leap year. Set it right there on the calendar. That's awesome. That lets people know you're getting an extra day this year or you're not this year. And that we've had people contact us and say, I planned my birthday party on a Saturday night. And because of your stupid birthday, now I have to celebrate it on a Sunday night. Okay, at least you get to celebrate it. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do? You know, It-
Really?
get over yourself. Whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
It's our year. It's
yeah.
our day. We don't care.
Yeah, it's like the people who try to join, they got married on Leap Day and they thought that they should be a part of our club and they got mad that I didn't let them. I was kind. I let them know you chose to be married on that day. We were born on
Yeah.
that day. had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
But there
But
are
if you
couples
have
who
a,
are born, no? Both leap day
oh
babies. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, there are.
Hmm.
And I told the people who wanted to get who are married on leap day but not leap day babies, make your own club, and I'll put a link to it. But we have on our website, we have the related leap day babies page, and there are twins, triplets, quadruplets, two sets of twins in the same family, siblings in the same family, but they're not twins. Um, uh, Leap day babies marrying leap day babies, moms and dads, and sons and daughters and grandparents, three generations of leap day babies, the grandpa, the grandson, the great grandson. And in Norway, this woman had three kids, all born on leap day, 1960, 1964, and 1968. And so she was in the Guinness Book of World Records for that. And then another lady did that. I think she's in Utah, USA. Mm. And she had the same thing. She had three kids in consecutive leap years, like on consecutive leap days. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's really that's something. I'm glad
I
that they're
knew
in the Book of World.
twins in school, we were together in school in the same class. They were born on the leap day.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
you had
That's
this tradition.
cool.
Yeah, it was great fun. So, we used to go class to class and you give sweets, right, to everybody. So we used to go
Okay.
together and there used to be somebody on the 20. Other years, there was somebody on the 28th, there was somebody on the 1st. So there were like five of us who would go. So,
Oh,
so great fun.
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
The um oh shoot. Just left my brain. Well, maybe it'll come back. It
It'll
was
come back,
something.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess there's just so many stories, right?
Yes, there really are. You just said something that sparked another story about something, but it'll come back.
Should I
Oh,
go back and
it
repeat it?
almost came back.
I said there were twins and there was somebody on the 28th, somebody on the 1st.
Twins. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Yes, twins.
Yeah.
So we have a twin set of twins. One was born before midnight, not leap day, and the other one was born after midnight, leap day. So these twins, one's a
Oh,
leap day
different
baby and
birthdays.
one's not.
Oh, so one
Yeah.
gets a birthday every year and the other one doesn't. Oh my God.
I'm
That's
sure they do
awful.
it every year, but
Yeah, yeah,
how
of
how
course.
weird. Oh, that's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah. Where
It's
were these
interesting.
twins? Do you know them? I mean,
I
how
don't
old are they
remember.
now?
I'd have to look on the site. I don't
Okay,
remember.
okay, but that's crazy.
I hope they're listed there. Yeah.
That's really
Fun
crazy.
stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's leap year music. Did you see the music page on our site?
No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, yeah, I
There's
saw
a
some
song.
songs that you'd put up. I saw that. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay. The leap year waltz is so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And there's the leap year cha-cha
Not that
and
one. I saw another song. Which one was that?
229.
Yeah, yeah, that
229
one.
by Rookie Card. Okay,
Right.
so that a really cool thing is going on with that. Yeah, did you he went, you should do it. He's making a new video for the 20-year-old song that he wrote called 229. Back then, he sent it to me. I wrote this song, whatever, and I wrote back to him telling him, dude, this is awesome. This is so great. It's like our anthem, whatever. What year were you born? Not even a leap day, baby. No
Yeah,
one in
I
the
saw that.
band was even born in a leap year. So, um, we loved the song. At the time, the girls that I mentored were junior high and high school, and I took them to school every day. We played that cassette, mind you, the 90s. Oh no, the early 200s, 2000 when we sang. And especially the chorus, we yell sang that song, and oh, we had so much fun with it. So now he's doing the video where he wants Leap Day babies to send in a recording of them lip syncing to the song. And he's going to,
Oh,
put the different Leap Day babies in the different parts of the song. I sent
yeah.
in the whole song. You can send in a little piece of the song, just the chorus, just one line, whatever it is that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, why
I
not?
know the whole song, and so I sent in the whole video, and he
I'm
just pick
thinking
out
like,
what he
why am
wants.
I feeling excited about this? Listening.
Why not? Oh, because you're the Leap Day baby.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
isn't
so I'm
just
like,
work
why
for
am I
you.
getting
You're
excited?
This
Yeah.
isn't just one of your ordinary podcasts, madam. This is a special kind of podcast for you.
Yeah, of course. No, even about that lip
Oh,
syncing bit. What fun. Yeah.
yeah, totally. Yeah, you from all over the world. He wants people from all over the
Yeah.
world.
Hmm.
So,
No, and the
send
podcast
them a
is
link.
definitely special because, this is about me too this time. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
tell me,
that's
even,
cool.
there've been so many requests of how about, setting a Guinness record and all of us come on Zoom together or something. Why don't you do something like that? Are you thinking
Oh,
about it?
that's a good idea. And I do have a Zoom idea. Um, actually it's his idea, but let me tell you this part first. So the Guinness World Record thing. Oh, the cruise. The cruise to the Bahamas, you know about that?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I
Out of
wish I could join
Miami.
it from
Yeah, there's
India, but then I'll have to budget,
yes.
maybe another 4 years.
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah, start saving now. Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah.
too. Well, I need new knees. So the doctor said no boats. So anyway, for what were we saying now? The 229 song, right. So
The
he
Bahamas
wants
cruise you
anybody
were
from
saying, yeah, and we were talking about
the
the Zoom
Bahamas
if we
cruise.
get together
Thank
on
you.
Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're well, we wanted to do a Guinness record, but Guinness wants 250 leap day babies minimum. There's 69.
Okay.
So I don't think we're going to make it.
I think we
But
can. Why not?
well, that's good positive thinking. Thank you. Why not?
Yeah.
We just have to get the word out there because you could still book on that. You could still book on that cruise. However, Carnival Cruise Line called me up at the end of January and said, we want to do something for Leap Day babies. And I told them, you should have contacted us 2 years ago. It's January of the leap year. You're
Yeah,
calling
yeah, of
me.
course. And people will be
So
coming from
they
all
said,
over the world. Yeah.
yeah, you'd think. Well, I told they wanted to do something special for Leap Day babies, and they want to do the 29. They're doing cruise out of Galveston, Texas to the Caribbean for $29 for anyone born on February 29. That's fantastic. You have to do your own airline and hotel and all that, but
Yeah.
the cruise part is $29. That's amazing. But they also talked about doing something in 28. We'll do better in 28, so that's exciting. I'm not a cruise person really. I was going to go on this cruise, but I need new knees, so I can't. Um, but I'd rather do something on land. But there are tons of people who love to cruise. So if that can become a thing, it'll grow, and maybe we can get that record. As far as doing the most people on Zoom, I don't know if there is a record for that yet. We'd have to find out, how many people we'd have to have. Because if there is a record, 4,000 people on Zoom. Boy, those pictures must be really tiny if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
see.
yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
so
also
I don't
fun.
know, but I want to look into that.
Or maybe you could just set it up anyway. We could all just come together.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
Hmm.
This is what I wanted to say. So what? Okay, Adam Gimble, pardon me, Adam Gimble, a rookie card. His idea was to get Leap Day babies on Zoom, as many as possible, and do a close up and have us all looking like we're looking at each other, and doing that kind of stuff because we've never seen another Leap Day baby or met or whatever or never
Yeah.
met each other. So are you familiar with the Brady Bunch
Yes, yes.
TV show in USA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So at the beginning of that show, they had that box that everybody's head was in. So that's the kind of look that we want to do. And he wants to play that at the concert on the 29th on the screen behind the band, of just Leap Day babies looking at each other. I think that's
Yeah.
great. So
Yeah.
it's my job to get that going, and I got to get that going. So I will,
Yeah, I've reminded
and
you
you can be
now.
a part of that. Yes, thank you for
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
It's getting so busy. I've got to start writing things down instead of keeping them just in my phone or in my head. It's already the fourth. We're in second gear, third gear. Things are rolling. I've
Yeah,
done
even
so many
I,
interviews already.
yeah, I rarely write things down, I also just keep them in my head and just remember
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then you get to a point though, well, I do. I'm gonna have to
Uh-huh.
start writing things down. I don't want to forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I write
So
down
what are the
these meetings
questions
and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. What? Sorry.
you would ask? What are the questions that I get? What other questions do you get?
I get these like when do you celebrate and when should we wish you? That's every year, so that is one question I get. And
I
yeah,
get,
basically,
how
yeah.
does it feel? I get a lot. How
Yeah,
does it
how does it
feel to
feel? How
not
does
get
it
a
feel? Yeah.
birthday?
Yeah.
And
And
I
how
let them
old
know
are
I,
you? Everybody asks me, how old are you
yes,
really? Yeah.
yes.
And
And
I've
some
seen
people,
that, whenever it's an actual leap year, leap day, I know that no people have not really met anybody born on a leap day. So they are very
yeah,
excited about wishing me on that day. So even
yes,
people I barely know, they will call me and wish
yeah,
me on that day. And even if
that's
I'm busy, then
cool.
I just try and take that call because I know it means so much to them. So
Yes, how fun. That's
yeah,
wonderful. That's
yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah,
that
I like
happens a
it.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, fun. I loved letting people know uh, there's okay, I've went back when we were writing checks and you had to show your ID and stuff. I've had people at the store looking at my ID and seeing my birth date and go, "Oh, that must suck." And I tell them, "No, it doesn't suck at all. It's
Yeah, it
quite
doesn't suck.
cool."
Yeah, yeah. It's quite cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or they've, or we're talking, I tell someone happy leap year to see how they respond. And one person said, "Oh, yeah, it's a leap year." Oh my God, could you imagine being born on that day? I'd hate it. I would tell them I was born on that day and I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really. So tell me,
Hmm.
I was reading that, Superman is a leap day baby, but I
Hmm.
just was reading all about it and it's kind of contentious, right? Nobody's very sure. But as we spoke earlier, you said it's a cartoon character. It's okay. Comic book character. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
What is there to argue about? What is there to discuss?
Let's just claim it,
When's
you know?
when's Bugs Bunny's birthday?
Yeah.
I mean, it can be whatever. It can be September 11th if the illustrator and writer wanted it to be, you know.
Yeah.
So
No.
because it's a character, there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah,
This
I
character
don't
was
care
born
about
on
Bugs
February
Bunny.
29th.
I don't care about Bugs Bunny, but Superman definitely. I'd love it to be on Feb 29th. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they said if Marvel and DC Comics says it is, they're the ones I'm believing.
I think they have
They're
said
the
it. Yeah.
ones that came up. They
Yeah.
have.
They
It's
put it
in
on the
that
calendar.
1988.
Yeah.
They put it on the cover of Time magazine.
Yeah.
Says Superman is a leap day baby, and the silver coin, the 50-cent piece silver coin that DC and Marvel Comics made has Superman on it and his birthday, February 29, written on it. So they've already established when
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
birthday is.
We have
So
evidence.
there's
Yeah.
exactly what more do we need? DNA? Where's the ink? Goodness
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
I
other
love it
unique?
that Superman.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Yeah. Any other unique things that you can think about Feb 29th?
Let's see. I think that in the dictionary, leap day should be capitalized as well.
Yes.
New Year's Day is, Groundhog's Day is, leap
Yeah.
year is all lowercase, and leap day is lowercase as well. So that should be fixed. And we're making a lot of progress with getting online and having to put your birth date in. You get that invalid date. Do you guys experience that in
Yeah,
India?
all the time, everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I call the
Mm.
businesses that people who experience that and they post it online. I find out what the business was, and then I let the business know because I let them know there's a percentage of your customer base that can't get into your website. And since this is something that happens every 4 years, with exceptions, yes, but basically every 4 years for at least our lifetimes. Well, no, some of the young kids today, like the leap day baby born this leap year in 2100, they won't have a birthday because 2100 isn't divisible by 400. So The year 2000 was a leap year. 1900 was not. 18 and 1700 were not, but 1600 was. So in
Oh,
order to, yes, so there are exceptions to the rule,
okay.
but we're not going to be here, but the kids will be here for that. The 1896 woman that I told you that one of the first people
Yeah.
that we had in our club back in the 90s, um, she was born in 1896. 1900 wasn't the leap year, so she didn't turn one until her eighth birthday in 1904. So that's
Oh.
kind of that's different, you know. It's like, well,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so am I one, two, eight? What is
Yeah, yeah.
it?
What is
You
it?
know?
Sometimes even I have to
Yeah,
calculate, as you grow older. So like I'll
yeah,
also be 52 or 13, whichever way you look at it. So, sometimes you have
yeah.
to do the multiplication in your head. There's somebody on the page also I saw who's turning 84 and 21, no? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the famous Leap Day babies, she was in a trio back in the 50s and 60s called the Fleetwoods. Her name is Gretchen Christopher. She was born in 1940, and she's going to be 21 at 84 this year.
Oh,
And so that's kind of fun. That's cool.
yeah,
There's a lot
really
of
cool.
famous Leap Day babies. We have a whole list of famous Leap Day babies on the site
Hmm.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sports figures, musicians, actors, actresses, novelists, painters, all kinds of people, government people.
Yeah. We're in
Yeah,
good company. Hmm.
we are. We are. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Rossini, the music by Rossini, and there's even an astronaut, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
fun
Renal,
stuff.
what do you plan to do this year?
Well, I do this kind of thing. Even on Leap Day, there are radio stations that like to do live interviews. And this is my only window of opportunity to discuss these issues that I want to get out there in the world for the calendar companies, for the fellow Leap Day babies, for the parents, for the hospitals, all this, because they don't want to listen to me any other time. So
Yeah.
this is my opportunity to I used to have a party or do something fun. But this has become what I do. And sometimes I'll still have a party. People will come over, but I stay home so that I can respond to the radio or whoever is calling. Sometimes Leap Day babies will call or contact me some way, and because I'm the Leap Day baby, I want to be available for them. Uh, that's a joy for me. I enjoy this very much. So I think my party girl days are kind of back in the 80s. Um, and that was fun. But still, what I'm doing means a lot to me. And it means a lot to those I interact with too. And that's pretty special. And I love it. So and then come March 1st, crickets. Just dead. There's all this build up to our birthday.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
March 1st, March 2nd, it's all over
It's all
and
over. Yeah.
nobody's oh man, this social media is so much quieter. There's hardly I mean it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
um yeah, but I love the build up. This is fun. We've been
Yeah.
building up since about last September because of the cruise, actually 2 years because of the cruise. So all the attention we didn't get for our birthdays, I think makes we're making up for it with all the attention we're getting for ourselves and giving others the 6 months before our birthday.
Yeah. It would be nice to
Hmm.
be in a room full of other Leap Day babies. It would be really nice. Yeah.
I've been in a room of 30. I was one of
Oh, okay.
30 in 96, 92. The Space Needle in Seattle, Washington had a birthday party for those of us born on Leap Day. And the radio station, the top 40 radio station and the news crews of Seattle, they were all there. And I had started my club at 88 and hadn't been online yet. I was still making those packets of leap year information and welcoming them and membership cards and that kind of stuff. And so I contacted the Space Needle and asked them, could I have a special table so I can pass these out and sign them up for the club? They were all into it, gave me a special place to sit and set up my stuff. And the radio station was set up at the party. We weren't at the top of the space. Do you know what the Space Needle is? in Seattle, Washington.
No, no.
It's a
Yeah.
big tower. It's a great
Okay.
big
Hmm.
tower that was built for one of those big world parties. Can't think of it.
Hmm.
Anyway, this is a big tower, and on the
Yeah.
top there's a restaurant, and it spins, and you can see all
Oh,
over the
lovely.
place.
Hmm.
It's so scary. I'm glad it wasn't at the top. It was at the first level, which wasn't as high, where there are just big empty rooms for parties like this. And so that was pretty cool. That was in 92. Why was I telling you that though?
That you were in a room full of leap day babies, 30, 30
That's
leap day
right. There were
babies.
30,
Yes.
there were 29 leap day babies all the way up to the very end. One more leap day baby showed up at the very end. So there were 31 counting me. Oh yes, I was counting me. I was counting me. Duh. Um, in the end, there were 30 leap day babies. I was thinking, how cool, there's 29 leap day babies. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Then at the very last minute, another one showed up. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been in a room with 17 leap day babies. Oh, in 96, in Portland, Oregon, there used to be a TV show, one of those morning programs that cities have. And uh, all the audience were leap day babies. So there were probably about 120, 125 of us. And there were a couple
Wow.
turning 21 at 84. So
Yeah.
that was pretty fun. I think there's pictures of that on the website too. Oh, maybe it's in my bio. It's probably in my bio.
But you're
Yeah,
doing a great
that was
job,
fun.
Reina. This is so
Oh,
nice that you
thank
take
you.
this so seriously. So nice for everybody.
Well, fun is serious business.
Yes, I believe in that.
Yes, yes. And I have fun with it, and I encourage others
Yeah.
to have fun with it too, especially those who are depressed by it or angry by it, or it's because they don't get it. They don't know. They don't know any better. So we want to help them know better.
Yes,
We want to
absolutely.
we want to leapify the world.
I like the word you used also, the leapness, no?
Oh yes, we have a
Yeah,
leaptionary.
yeah.
There's a
Oh,
leaptionary link on our
oh, okay.
website too. It's leaptastic. You've got to look at it. There's some great
Yeah,
words. We
yeah.
also have
No,
leap names.
leap names. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, there's a girl in Chicago named Alipia. They named her after her
Oh,
leap day birthday.
huh.
And in Sri Lanka, there's a Professor Olip. He has one of his middle names is Olip.
Okay.
And so people are really using but we have a whole list of names like Victoria, Lipan. So there's all kinds of leap names are pretty
That's
fun. If I
really
had kids,
fun. Yeah. I'm so
yeah,
glad I
if I
spoke
had
to
kids,
you.
I'd name them one of those. Yeah, Von Leap.
Huh.
Yeah. Leapton Von Leap. I went to Build-A-Bear and made a teddy bear, and you can name it and give it a birth certificate.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
had a
yeah.
special leap day.
Right, right.
So it's a February 29 birth certificate for him. And I named mine Leapton Von Leap.
Oh,
So yeah, very official sounding.
very official sounding, very serious.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's fun.
Yeah. I also like what you said that, it's not just us. Everybody gets an extra day in a year. You can make it count.
Yes,
Yeah, do something with it.
we don't want it to exactly. It doesn't say Rainelle Dawn Day or Leap Day Baby Day.
Hmm.
It's Leap Day. It's everyone's extra
Yeah,
day. So if
everybody's
you're not
extra
going to
day.
celebrate me, then go out and celebrate someone else.
Celebrate yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, why
yeah,
not? Every
yeah.
4 years?
Why
I
not?
think that's okay. Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Renal. It's been so much fun talking to you.
So much fun being interviewed by a fellow Leap Day baby, too. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
And I wishes in advance, and I'll wish you on the day as well.
Oh,
For sure.
thank you. Happy birthday, my fellow Leap sister. Thank
Yes. Happy
you.
birthday to you. Happy
Okay, thank
16th.
you.